Hi everybody, this is Maureen Wong for YourNextStamp.com. Today we're going to be making this card using the new Sweetie Pie stamp set, so let's get started. As I said, this is Waddle's Sweetie Pie, and it's a new release from Your Next Stamp, and it has matching dies. I'm going to be using this penguin and this little pie with the heart shape on top, and I've already taken those off my sheet, and I'm taking a scrap of white cardstock and lining up my stamps where I want them to go, and then I'm going to grab them with my Martha Stewart small-footed stamp press and ink them up with Memento ink because I'm going to be doing some Copic coloring. And I'll stamp that down, and then I'm going to speed up the video a whole lot. And it's not just because I don't want you to watch me coloring forever, but it's also because I forgot to zoom in while I was doing my coloring so you can barely see it. I'm starting with E23 for the pie crust, and then coming in with E21 for a little bit lighter color, and then I came back in with the 23 for the heart. And then for my penguin, I'm starting with C9, then coming in with C7 and C5 for the black tones. And again, I'm sorry I forgot to zoom in. It's pretty hard to see the coloring, but you get the gist of it. And then for the orange of the beak and the feet, I used YR16. And then I did just the tie part of the apron in reds, and that's R29, 27, and 24. And there you go, my images are colored, and I'm going to take the matching dies, tape them down, and cut them with my die cut machine. And here they are all finished, and I'll carefully remove the tape and free those images. And now I'm going to show you the rest of the card. I've cut a background piece using the stitched rectangle die set, the largest one in that set. And then I just cut a strip of apple pattern paper for the side. And then I cut this stitched banner using our new stitched banner die set. And that is going to go precisely there. And I have a little piece of orange pattern paper that I'm going to stamp my sentiment on, which is "You're such a sweetie pie." So again, I'm going to take my small Martha Stewart footed stamp press, pick that sentiment up, and this time, because I'm not coloring over it, I'm using my favorite VersaFine Onyx Black ink. So I'm going to stamp that down, and that came out great. So let me get, the last part of my card, of course, is my card base, a white A2 size card base. And now I'm going to start assembling. And I'm just checking all the pieces to make sure they fit and look nicely together. And now I'm actually going to start assembling using my ATG gun. And in case you're wondering, this is a Doodlebug paper pad that I'm using called Fruit Stand, because I really wanted to use that apple pattern paper, and then I thought the gingham matched really well, almost like a picnic blanket effect, or even like a lining of a basket that might go with baked goods. And so I thought this paper pad was a really nice complement to this stamp set. And now with my banner, I'm gonna stick that down on one side. And then I'm gonna go back to my images, and I've already put foam tapes on the back of my Waddles the penguin. And I'm gonna put him or her a little bit off to the right side of the stitched banner, because I'm going to put the pie on his or her flipper. I think that's what that's called, sorry. And then my last piece is my sentiment strip, and I'm going to stick that down on the side. And I didn't like it quite there, so I moved it to the side. or actually down and a little bit in. And I didn't want to touch it because that ink is still a little bit wet, so I was being very careful, and there is your finished card. I hope you like it, and I hope that we'll see you over at yournextstamp.com for these and many other super fun products. Thank you very much for watching.